Hey, how you doing? This is your boy, Mr. Polo, better known as, my real name is actually Ant Polonio. My friends used to call me Polo back in the military days. First of all, that's my last name. Kind of just stuck. And also, my other name was was Paulo when I was growing up as a young lad in Barranco Village, Toledo. One of my best friends, his name is Chim. He still calls me Paul today. So I'm a product of because I'm a product of three different branches of service. You know, I was able to I'm able to relate and be able to talk a little bit more about some of the different protocols from the three branches of service that I was a part of after finally retiring at 26 years total time in service. In the U.S. Navy last June. But I'm really excited to be here. I'm excited to be able to share with you this morning, this late tonight, after listening to Dave and Dave on Monday Night Call, the Power Hour Monday Night Call, which was a phenomenal call. David Sharp and Tony Rush, actually the host, opened up the call and said some brilliant things, and put some great some phenomenal tactics. Some phenomenal tips and tits and bits of what he did to get to where he's at. He's at the $1 million level. Was able to get recognized with a stud diamond ring on stage in Denver, Colorado. The last live event. That was Tony Rush, Dave and Dave, David Wood, and David Sharp were also the key players on the call. They were also recognized on stage for hitting the $1 million mark in commissions. Dave and Dave were both the co-founders of the corporation of the Empower Network. But hey guys, what I wanted to share with you here is that I come from a very diverse, from a very humble background beginning, and I'm just an ordinary young kid who had an extraordinary dream. In other words, I was just a commoner, just a common little boy, growing up in a small village, not really knowing who I was, not really knowing whether I belonged, or I'd have to say I don't really remember ever belonging to a particular group, because we didn't have peer pressure back in those days. Growing up in the late '60s and '70s, and then on into the '80s. Graduated high school in 1979 from Belize Technical College after finishing elementary school in Barranco Village, and on over to Ecumenical for about 3 semesters before my mom moved us over to Belize City. Completed junior secondary school there, junior high, I guess is what you would call it. 2 years there, and then went on to technical college. BTC took 4 GCEs is what they call it back then, or CDCs is what it was changed to when I graduated. 4 courses that I was specialized in. I was a bright kid, math, physics, Spanish, and English. So I was pretty fluent. I was able to pick up languages at a very early age. So anyhow, my background is like I said, I'm a Garifuna. That's my native tongue. Garifuna means I'm a Caribbean young man. My ancestors hail out of St. Vincent. It's an African Arawak dialect back in the 1800s. I guess I would have to be able to. That would be for another call. But we are a very unique blend of people in Belize. Most of us migrated when we were driven out of St. Vincent. Most of us migrated to Nicaragua, Belize, Honduras, Guatemala. So there are dark-skinned people like myself, African American descent, who speak only Garifuna and Spanish. They don't speak in English at all. So Belize is the only English-speaking country there in Central America, right next to Guatemala and Mexico. And so it's on the Western Caribbean, 8,867 square miles, big, 300,000 people in the whole country. So it's still a very pure and natural state country today. Old land of the gods. Very, very lovely, beautiful place for scuba diving. So a lot of tourists, a lot of foreigners are migrating to Belize these days. My dad still lives there. My 2 sisters still lives there. So I frequently go home and spend time with my dad and my 2 sisters and my aunt, people who raised me. I do remember my humble beginnings. I love where I come from. So I always go back. I've been fortunate, I've been blessed to be able to travel, so I can talk about a little bit more about some of my travels. I've been blessed in regard that I was able to see some things. I was able to go abroad in Europe. One of my favorite cities in the world is the country in the world is Thailand and Singapore and Hong Kong. I have so many different cities that I enjoy really visiting, man. But Asia is really my favorite place. The camaraderie, the people are so friendly and so warm. They're just naturally warm and gentle and loving. And the ties of beautiful people, as a whole. People in general, people are nice everywhere you go. People are just pretty much the same everywhere you go. But, you'll find people that are extremely, extremely nice, extremely pleasant. You'll find people that are rude and rude and impolite. But you always want to you always look for the good in people. So that's what you look for. So you don't remember you always want to overlook the things that are not so good. So you want to expound on the things that people are good at. Their gifts, their niceness, their kindness, their gentleness, their loving, their warmth, and their generosity. So that's what I strive for. I look for people. I like to be around people who are joyful, people who are happy, people who have a purpose in life, people who are kind and giving and loving and sharing. So I guess that's because of my nature, being the type of person I am. Born on Valentine's Day, I have a gift. I have a pure heart of gold. I love to give, and I love people. I just love to share and give of my time, give of my talent, give of my resources. So me being in this business, what has led me to this business is the fact that I'm attracted to people. I'm attracted to people who are givers, people who are who will go out of their way to help you succeed, people who will give you the tools and help you and lift you up and tell you that you're worthy, that you too can be somebody, you too can change your life, you too can get out of the ruts if you want to get out of the ruts, you too can make more money if that's what you want to do, you too can live the dream that you dream of. You can have more in life if you're willing to work for it. I've never been a lazy person. Coming from a humble beginning, my work ethic, my aunt taught me early in life, you got to work for what you want. So I've always had a desire to work. I've always had a desire for business. I've always had a desire to make more money, to be a hustler, have money on the side. In spite of what I end up doing in my career, in spite of the jobs that I've done in my life, I've always had a business. I've always had a knack for entrepreneurship, free enterprise, and having the freedom, wanting the freedom to choose to do what I want to do with my time, with my talent, with my gifts, and just to be able to give back to society, give back to my church, give back to the charities that I believe in, the causes that I believe in. Just being able to fight for my freedom, because that's what I believe in. I like being free. I don't like being controlled and being told when and how to do and why and when. So so it's always important to be the best that you can be and pursue your goals and dreams. And that's what has led me to this opportunity that I'm in now. And Dave and Dave has opened the doors for anyone and anybody who's hungry for success, anyone who's willing to work, anyone who's willing to follow a few eight core commitments, a few success principles, and be willing to read, listen, and teach. Read, listen, and teach by associating with winners, people who are touching lives, changing lives, people who are genuinely care for someone else other than themselves. So that's what this business is about. That's what life, I think, is about. The Secrets of Living is Giving, book by Bertie Yeager from the Old Amway Corporation. And I'm not promoting the Amway Corporation, but that's a phenomenal. That was a phenomenal stepping stone for me, being in network marketing and being able to own my own business, being able to be in real estate, being able to start off from trading, owning a retail wholesale business, and just making money. Period. Just having a knack for making money, whether I was working or not for another company. So, guys, it's really about you. It's really about what you want. I'm here to help you succeed. The reason why I exist today is to help you succeed. That's you. I don't know who you are right now. You know who you are. If you're willing to learn, if you're willing to be teachable, if you're willing to be humble, and you have a dream, and you're willing to put some work in, and you're not lazy, you're not expecting something for nothing, I'm here to help. So click the link at the bottom of the video. Work with antpolonia.com, and we'll get you started. Let's work together. Let's work together as a team. Let's become partners. All right. But we hopefully we have some things in common, and we can work and we can build on that. So have a great day. I've enjoyed visiting with you tonight. I'll see you soon. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Work with AntPolonius.com. You have a great night. Be blessed.